Hey everyone, this is your girl Kiki, and if you want to see how I made this beautiful yellow set, stay tuned. Hey everyone, I am back with another video, and today I'm going to be doing a yellow set. This will be my second set that I did in the color yellow. I really don't do many sets this color, so I decided to try it out today. So I'm going to be using these square nail tips. Now I usually do the almond shape, but I decided to try out something different because I usually don't do a lot of shapes. So this is going to be the long square shape. So right now I'm just cutting them down to the length that I want because I can't have my nails this long. I just would not be able to function, so I'm just cutting them to the length that works for me. And then the cool part about it is I could just compare the nails together easily versus if I did it on somebody else, I would have to like cross their fingers in different signs, looking like gang signs. So that's why I love doing these press on nail sets like this, because I could just easily work with them a little bit easier. Alright, so after cutting the nails to the length that I want them at, now I'm just going ahead and just redefining the shape, just making sure they all even. And I'm just using a regular nail file just to make sure that it's nice and crisp. And also if I need to taper the shape a bit, because with these type of nails, sometimes they look a little wide. So I do kind of like taper them a bit before I add the acrylic, because the acrylic does make them a little bit more thicker. So I'm just making sure that I take care of that right quick. Okay, so now for this step, which I usually don't do with my own press-on nails unless I'm working on somebody else's order, but I like doing this part specifically. It just helps keep the acrylic stuck onto the nail so it doesn't separate from the nail tip. So I just went ahead and took a sand a bit, and I'm just getting rid of the shine and just kind of roughing it up the nails just a bit. Okay, so I'm going to be using my favorite acrylic brand, which is not polished. It is called Yellow Mamba. So this is going to be the base color for this acrylic set. I'm also going to be using some glitter on this set as well. And this is one of my glitters that I actually made, which is just, it's like a yellow, transparent, cloudy type of glitter. But yeah, I'm going to be using that for some of my nails as well. It's kind of got like a little like iridescent shards in it, so it kind of has like a shard type of look, almost like broken glass. But yeah, so it was one of my favorite glitters that I love making, and I made like other colors like this one too, but this is what I'm going to be using for this set. So for the pinky, I decided to do an ombre, so I'm just adding the yellow acrylic first. It was kind of curing a little too fast on me, which means that my room was pretty hot. It was a pretty hot day. I think it was like in the 80s, like dang near the 90s. So it definitely was a little warm, and I should have turned on my AC, but I never remembered to put it on. So it was a little hot, but I was able to finesse it just working with the acrylic, and I was able to get the hang of it. I just wanted to be careful and not make it too thick, because with square nails you can easily make it a little bulky and brick like, which I did not want. So I just try to put it on as thin as possible. Then after adding the yellow acrylic, I went ahead and added the nude to blend in with the ombre, and I used Nude Me, which is from Also Not Polished, and it's just kind of like this beigey nude that works really well with my skin tone. So I'm adding that to the yellow for the ombre. Then taking the same nude acrylic that I used for the ombre, I just went ahead and did an all nude base for the other couple of nails that I wanted to do. So then for the other nails, I decided to do the yellow acrylic, and I just did it all yellow base. I just added it a little bit at a time because it was a little warm in my room still, and I was waiting for the AC to kick in, so I have to do smaller beads just to make sure I didn't make the nails too thick. Now I'm just adding some glitter on top of the solid color nail. I decided to do the thumb as an ombre instead, but for the middle nail, I decided to kind of make it like the party nail. So I just added like a tad bit of glitter because it was a little bit on the chunky side, and I didn't want to make the nails thicker than it had to be. So I just added just like a little tad bit, like just a little bit. And then afterwards, I added some clear acrylic on top to seal all the glitter in. So then when I file the nails and shape them, I'm not going to file into the glitter or anything. Alright, so now I'm just shaping the nails. I'm just getting them nice and shaped up and getting rid of any lumps, bumps, any bulkiness on them, and just making sure that the cuticle is flush, because again, with these type of nails, especially acrylic press on nails, you want to make sure it looks like an acrylic set, right? So I'm just making sure everything is nice and shaped up and make sure that it fits properly. I also like to test down my fingers just to make sure that they look good, and if it looks good to me, then I usually leave them alone, or if there's anything else I need to fix, then I'll just quickly file it. And then once everything looks good, I'm just taking the nail file and just reshaping it, just getting that shape really nice and crisp, and making sure that the size is nice and filed in. And yeah, that's pretty much that. Okay, so after filing, buffing the nails, and cleaning them off with some rubbing alcohol, now I'm going to be doing some rhinestones. So on this nail, I'm going to be doing kind of like a half bling type of nail. So you can see like the rhinestone glue was a little too thick to take out the tube, and then the tube ended up breaking. So what I ended up doing was brush it on with this little brush that I had here, and I put it on a little canvas so that way I could just make it easier to just like scoop it out. So I'm applying it to the whole nail, and then I'm taking some top coat, which I didn't have a bottle to use for the top coat yet. I'm still waiting on it on Amazon. They being slow for some reason. And then I'm taking these glass rhinestones that I have. These are like, they're kind of like pearlescent type of rhinestones. I got these like a while ago from Amazon, but they come in different colors. So I'm using the yellow ones to kind of put it just at the top of the nail to kind of add like a little variety. And then I'm going to be using those caviar rhinestones, or whatever they call them. Like, they're like mini, tiny, micro or tiny rhinestones, but they in the back there. As you can see, I'm pulling them out, and I'm gonna put them straight on the top of the nail to kind of create a background to fill in the rest of the spaces. And I'm just sprinkling it on, just a little sprinkle. Now honestly, if I just left those glass pearlescent rhinestones alone, that would have been so dope. So that gives me an idea for another set that I want to do, but for now, this is how I'm doing it right here for this set. So I'm adding it halfway onto the nail, and then once I get done with that, I'm gonna cure it in the lamp. Also make sure that you pressing them sides in, just to make sure that it's not too bulky, because you can see it looked a little bulky. So what I do is that I just take a stick and I just press the sides, and that just helps maintain the shape of the nail without making it too thick. For the other nails, for the nude ones, I decided to do just some quick hand painting designs. So for this one, I decided to do kind of like a ombre rainbow. So I did the yellow version of it. So I just did like a white first, and then just each layer, each line, I did a darker yellow. Alright, so then the last thing I'm doing to the nails is I'm adding some more rhinestones. I'm adding some to the middle of this nail right here. This is the middle nail. And then I'm also going to add some rhinestones onto the thumb, just that they'll have a little something besides just a solid color. Okay, so after top coating all the nails, after adding the rhinestones, this is how they end up coming out. And this is my second time doing a yellow set, and it came out so good. I was so worried about how the set was gonna look, but I'm honestly proud of myself for how it came out. If you are interested in this set and purchasing it, it is gonna be available on my Etsy shop. The link will be down below my bio. Do keep in mind these are acrylic sets, so if you wonder why they're not the same price as your Dollar Tree press-ons, there's a good reason why, okay? But anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see y'all on my next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you love this video and the content that I provide on my channel. And also you can go ahead and check out my other social media pages. I hope to see y'all there. I hope y'all have a good one, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.